Hi there, it's Trisha, and I wanted to go over the trades for Tuesday the 30th, Wednesday the 1st, and Thursday the 2nd. Actually, we didn't take anything on Thursday the 2nd. Volume was just so light, and there was a couple things that we were willing to take, but yeah, it just did not work out to be quality trades with risk reward, so we passed. So there wasn't anything that we were willing to take on Thursday. But anyway, we do use two setups. And you can check those out at www.easyemintrade.com. We require confirmation on 3 charts with our indicators before we take the entry, and so we have a strict set of criteria and guidelines before we ever take a trade, which helps us to take higher probability trades. So anyway, check those out, www.easyemintrade.com. So this is a trendline break trade that we took on Tuesday the 30th, and unfortunately this move was initiated by the consumer confidence that came out at 10 o'clock, and so we don't trade around, or I don't trade around any reports or announcements. I wait until if I'm in something, I get out right before the announcement, and if I'm wanting to trade, then I wait till after things quiet down after the announcement, because you never can count on which direction that type of market moving information or report is going to move it. If you're in long, it can go just what you saw here. So I just wait and look for a place to jump on later. We actually did have a spot where I was willing to jump on in this squeeze here, and unfortunately didn't get my fill. I wanted to get it at 9:12.25, and I didn't get it, so unfortunately I pass because I didn't get my fill. So if if I did get it, I would have gotten my +1, realistically gotten that, and then we bounced a little bit. But that's just a decision that you have to make. I use typically I'm using buy stops or sell stops to get in, so I want a specific price and then I want to get filled. And so I didn't get it for a few bars later because actually I wanted to get in over here, and I didn't get it. And so at that point, quite a few blue dots go by, and that's something for you to decide for yourself. So when that many blue dots go by before I get my entry, I'm just going to pass on it and look for another one. So with that said, volume was very, very light last week, as those of you who traded are well aware. I know that a lot of people went on vacation, but we were willing to sit through and just see if anything set up, and we wound up profitable every day. Not huge profits, but no losses anyway. So this actually was a trend line break that could have been taken. I chose to pass on it just because of all that was going on over here. I just was not convinced that this just wasn't a pullback, and wasn't going to continue lower. So anyway, if somebody did take that, they would have entered in above this bar here, and they would have got their +1 and realistically either been stopped out on the remaining contracts with a small profit, or they would have flattened and canceled. This is actually where I took this trendline break at 223 and got in at 9:12.25, knowing that this moving average is right above me. So I did change my first target to +1 and 1/3, and then on my remaining 2/3 I actually flattened and canceled at +3/4. And what I did was, when we couldn't break through that trend line, then I just flattened and canceled. This is a trade that we took on Wednesday the 1st, and this was at 10:26. And again, it was the same issue. At 10 o'clock we had manufacturing index coming out, so we wait till after the information hits, and then we look to get on, because again, you don't ever know which direction the market's going to go after something like that. So we get a squeeze firing off here. We were willing to take it above the high from the previous day, which is that green line, so entered in at 9:27.25 and didn't get our +1. And actually, when I saw the indicator crossing against me, I actually flattened and canceled on all my contracts at +0.5. If you sat through this here and here, then you would have got your +1, and then realistically you would have flattened and canceled at about the same area. But we did have divergence to the downside, meaning we have price moving higher, all while our indicator is moving lower. So typically, that's not something that you want to sit through. At least I don't want to sit through. And we took another trade at 2:03 in the afternoon. This was a squeeze firing off. Got in at 922.25, and what we did was we moved our first profit target. Instead of +1, we moved it to just in front of this floor pivot here, which was +3/4, and so on 1/3 got +3/4, and when we didn't break through that area, actually I flattened and canceled on my remaining 2/3 at +3/4 as well. So on all my contracts, wound up with +3/4 on that one. So that's it. We actually traded on Monday. I already did a video for Monday the 29th. So we did trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All 4 days worked out just fine. We didn't lose anything. Thursday we didn't take any trades at all. But anyway, if you'd like to check out the setups that we take, you can go to www.easyeminitrade.com.